Oh boy, am I excited for today. It is the first day back in the office since early December. We've been to Centre Park. Anyway, you're not even bothered, right? And for those of you watching, I know I've got a Christmas tree still up, and yeah, it's my mate, Norbed or whatever. But I only got back from holiday on Friday, and it's been really, really busy because my grandma's funeral is tomorrow, so we've been organising that. I'm speaking there, and yeah, so I will get rid of that by the time we do another one. Okay, so I'm really, really excited about this, about getting into these podcast. I'm going to double down. I get so many people contacting me, so many people asking me regarding podcasts, regarding self-storage, and I love it. I don't know what it is. I love it. I love documenting my journey. As you know, my dream is to have a valuation or to sell out for 9 figures, and I'm going to document the whole process. I'm going to document it. I've got more announcements coming up that I'm really, really excited to tell you guys about, and it's going to make sure that you have an insight into my business a lot more, and hopefully it'll help some other people as well. So last week, what we do on today, Mondays, we go through my weekly figures for Stormore. What went right, what went wrong, conversions, etc. And I can't lie to you, this last few weeks have been a very worrying time. As you know, if you listen to this podcast regular, that October was a very, very strong month. November, not so much. December has been a car crash. And we're going to get into this all this week. We're going to go through what's happened this quarter. Because do you know what you've got to be careful of as well? Because I can't lie, I've been a little bit down about the self-storage and a little bit worried. I've been questioning the industry and thinking, oh shit, what is happening? And that's because I'm in the weeds. And I always go back to what Dave Davies said to me. And I said, Dave, we lost so much 1,000 square foot. And he goes, so what, mate? So fucking what? I'm like, I said, mate, you're worried because it's going down. He goes, don't worry about it. By the way, that's exactly how he sounds. And he said, don't worry about it. So I always go back to that and thinking, wait a second, if this was Dave's site, he wouldn't be bothered. Why? Because I'm in the weeds too much. I'm living the figures on a daily basis. If I just zoom out a little bit and look at the quarterly figures, which we're going to go into, I've just seen the quarterly figures, and they're the best quarterly figures for a long time. Our revenue is the most we've ever taken this last quarter, and I'm still worried. I'm all the time, but I suppose there's an element of that that's good. You want to be worried. You want to be apprehensive. You want to be on guard all the time, because if you're not, then you can sleepwalk into a problem, a cash flow problem, a profit and loss problem. You can sleepwalk into an occupancy problem, a revenue problem, and we've got to be alert all the time. But my takeaway is that, do you know what? Sometimes I've just got to ease back a little bit and think, do you know what? Let's zoom out and let's look at the bigger picture rather than riding the highs and lows. Having said that, it was a fucking horrendous week last week. The move-ins was bad, the move-outs was bad, and we lost a lot of square foot, as all the other weeks as well. It has been a real drain. But like I say, on Wednesday, we're going to get into December's figures, and then Thursday, maybe have an episode on Thursday and Friday this week, going into the figures as well. And then I'm going to go into where I see the industry going, what I see happening this 2023, and also what I'm doing. Am I expanding? Because I was having a conversation with my dad thinking, shit, we're taking on so much. We're very, very close to 2 deals. 2 deals we're very, very close to taking over. That means we'll have 5 sites. And then we're under contract at another site. We're opening from fresh. It's a 7-figure investment. This site is going to be beautiful, singing, dancing, the bollocks. But is it the right thing to do in this economic climate? I'm thinking, oh, shit. But then I've got to look at my North Star. My North Star is to have a valuation of 9 figures. And when everybody else is fearful, we should be aggressive. We should be going for it. But then it's okay saying that, because if you haven't got the cash flow, you haven't got the cash flow. And so all these things are circulating and percolating through my mind at the minute. And it's tough, because on holiday, all I was thinking about was self-storage. Yes, I was present with my kids and stuff, but it was just like thinking self-storage, what we're doing today. Are we getting a website visit, checking the website, thinking, oh shit, are we showing the price? Should we show the prices? Should we not show the prices? Speaking to people in the mastermind, people listening to non-stop podcast marketing, and trying to educate myself. Anyway, we can get into all that this week, because as you know, I'm an open book, and I want to share these sort of things with you. So the amount of quotes last week was 7. I've got to take the kids to school as well. Amount of quotes 7. That's 1 quote per day. So not particularly great on the quotes. I'm just have a coffee. Believe it or not, I've already had a coffee today. I'm on my 2nd coffee. As you can, well, obviously you can tell. We've got 6 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 86%. We've done forward move-ins for 4 of them, so that's 67%. We had 6 reservations and 6 move-ins as it happens. So that's a conversion rate for quotes to move-ins. That's exactly the same as quotes to reservations of 86%. Square foot moved in, 510 square foot. Nobody else took extra rooms. So, oh my God, our occupancy. So we moved in 510 square foot. The Luton van was rented out 5 times. Where did our quotes come from? Out of 7 quotes, we've only actually managed to find out 3 of the quotes where they're coming from, because obviously the quotes now are online, people get the prices and stuff, and it's sometimes hard to find out exactly where they come from. If I'm honest, I don't like this system. I don't like the system of showing prices. I feel uncomfortable about it. I don't feel in control of the website visitors. I don't feel as though the website does as good a job as speaking to us in person. However good the website is really, really good. We spent a lot of money on copy and design, but people, you're asking people, you're relying on people to read the information on the website. That's the problem. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm probably going to go back to hiding prices in February, but we'll talk about that at a later date. And I've got so much to go through and tell you guys. Hopefully I can talk to you about an acquisition that's gone through, that's going through, that's with solicitors right now. Just 1 or 2 hurdles that I'm a little bit worried about, but we've got to get across. But we should, as long as the sellers are reasonable. We've been very, very reasonable. I'd like to think that everybody who knows me and ever done business with me thinks I'm reasonable. So as long as they're reasonable as well, then it should be across the line. Right, so square foot moved out. It was 1,720 square foot moved out. Oh, so that's a net result of minus 1,210 square foot. Oh, killer. Oh, so square foot moved in 510. Square foot moved out 1,720. Not good. Amount of rooms moved in internally. 6 internal rooms moved in. 25 internal rooms moved out. As you can tell, that's why I'm a little bit on edge about all this. So we've got 334 total rooms occupied. Containers in 1, containers out 2. So we've got 38 containers. Car parking spaces rented out, we've still got 3. Store occupancy, 77.59. Merchandise sales, £56.81 per move-in, so that's good. Insurance, not good at all. £28,000 taken for the insurance. That's an average of 4,666. And we want to be hitting their £6,000 on average per move-in now. Obviously, that's a very, very small sample size because we had very few move-ins. Next week, it doesn't get much better, folks. 7 move-ins, and we had square foot moved in is 785. Square foot moved out is 11 for 1,180 square foot. So we're going to lose, as it says here, around about 400 square foot. I don't think we will. I think it's going to be better than that. Last week in total, we had 13 reservations and we had 330 website visitors. So we're currently hitting 4% from top of funnel. Excuse me, 4% from top of funnel. So from website visitors to actually reservations, we're hitting 4%, which isn't too. It's below our usual standards, but it's high for the average of the industry anyway, the industry average. Right, last week, how much did we take? It was a good week on money. And at the end of the day, money's what makes the world go round. Money's money. Right, so we had £18,550 come in for Willerby with bounce direct debits of £423. We had £3,323 at Beverley, no bounce direct debits. And Clough Road, we had £7,188.96. So in total, we took £29,062.48 overall. Guys, girls, I love you. I appreciate you. I have to go. I've got to take my kids to school. But loads more podcasts coming up. And like I said, something really, really exciting that I've invested in a lot of time, a lot of money. And it will give you greater access to me and my business. And it's basically unlocking the doors. And you are like a partner in my business, obviously not putting any money in or anything like that, but you can see just about what I can see in the business, and I'm opening that up to everybody because I want, and I hope that some people will have successful self-storage businesses on the back of what the help you get from a podcast and stuff. All right, I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow when we talk about Clough Road. Bye.